people might look at you and judge.
So this Nasdaq, and let's see what you are having. So basically we try into the new week opening up during the PM session. So new week opening up, and then we saw that accumulation. So this level was holding price, okay? So it's holding price, it held price the first time, the second time, third time, fourth time, and then we left it breaking below this low. Yeah, so we want to see uh, what does this price want to do. Okay, what does it want to do? So we have to watch and wait. So looking at this range, so there's my dealing range from that high to this low. There's my dealing range on the 15 minutes. So slightly around the midpoint or the equilibrium fair value price, we are having the true day open. So that's good. And we are having our mm, new day open slightly above this. So around the 25.75 quadrant level. Yeah. So I want to see what we are having. What we are having. So this is simply the 5 minutes. So in the 5 minutes, uh, was having this fair value gap. So let me just highlight it. So that's CB. Tray into it and then ripped lower, taking out this sell side liquidity, and then we've really struggled inside this level. And we can see now we broke above it. So I want to see what price wants to do. So any push, any pullback into this level, I want to see if it can hold it, or if at all it can again manipulate lower and take out maybe this low. But then we just wait. Just wait. We wait. So price, whatever it will do, whatever it will tell us that it wants to do, that's what will follow. The market is our boss. Yeah, so let's see. So there's New York opening up held price the first time, the second time, third time, the fourth time. Yeah, so we really trade below it, and then during the PM session, trade into that. So this level, there's a key level. Okay, then we broke lower. So on the 15 minutes fair value gap, we trade a bit above it. I want to see. Also on the 5 minutes, you are having that fair value gap. So it's really slow. It's kind of sloppy. So if again it can run these lows, then that will be good. But then it's not like we know where price wants to go. So we just have to stay, sit patiently and wait. Wait and wait. Do more of the waiting. 10, 10, 10. So I can't see anything that I might be trusted in. Only that fair value gap. So I'm just watching that. Okay. So any move here, I want to be treating that as a manipulation. So any move low. So today is on Wednesday. So any move lower, I want to be treating that leg as a manipulation leg. Tin, tin, tin. What what you do? So there's Nasdaq. So there's Nasdaq. So sorry, let me just put on the ticker so that you guys can see. So there's NAS 100. Yeah, NAS 100. So any move lower, I mean, I want to treat that as a manipulation. Yeah, so basically what I've always been doing is right now I'm streaming my London session trades and I'm perfecting, yeah, my system. So probably this quarter, I just want to be collecting data. So just markups, markups, markups upon markups. Yeah. So I want to be trading a system that keeps on repeating each and every single day, just the way I normally trade the London session. But then I normally stream my my New York sessions on TikTok. That is, but then maybe from this year, I'm going to be streaming London sessions too. New York session on YouTube too. Yes, so I'll be balancing between TikTok and YouTube. So looking at the 1H, I can see we are having a fair value gap here. So we are having a CB. So there's a fair value gap, which classification CB, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So we trade into that, and we are seeing that move lower, but then it's not like on any lower time frame, it's giving us anything to work with. Okay, so I'd really love to just sit still and wait, because if at all, so it still normally says 2 a.m. wait for price trade into any premium or discount PDRA. Okay, so the premium array PDRA we are having here is simply this fair value gap here, which classification busy, and also this one. But then looking at it at this range from this low, so let's say this is my dealing range from this low to that high there. The high is on that new week opening gap. So midpoint equilibrium. So this is the fair value price level. So above it, there's the premium. Below it, there's the discount. So above it, I'm having this fair value gap here. So if at all I wanted to go short, then I'd really love to see price trade into this level. Yeah. So something like that. But then right now, like I'd really love to just sit still and wait. Sit still and wait. Tin, 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 tin. So on the 4H, it's really a bunch of nothing. So just that new week opening up that we saw. So it held price, did hold price. So the all of these so the midnight PM session, high there. Then these are the 4 hour 4H candle, just hit that level, and also this one that now opened today. So did that. So this level promising, promising. So watch level is that the new week opening up. Okay. So new week opening up simply means where price closed on Friday and then where price opened on Sunday. Okay. So the difference between the two prices. So that simply is the new week opening up. So right now it's like it's giving us that. So that's good. That's something we can at least work on. So all happening inside this time frame that I've highlighted. So those of you who've been here with me. So let's see what has this market done. So we took out that low, and right now it's breaking above these levels. So sell side liquidity, in as much as it's shallow, then giving us a fair value gap here. So that's good. So that's something we can start appreciating. And remember, uh, we are still below the 2 day open, still below the 2 day open. So if at all any setup is going to take place inside here, and we are still below 2 day open, so if at all I'm to have a buy setup and targeting that premium level, premium PDRA, that sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, that CB that we saw on the 1H. If at all we want to drive this price there, then my entry should take place either at the midnight open or slightly or below the midnight open. So something like that. So right now you can see that BC, that IFVG now holding price. So it gave us a fair value gap here. So again, trade into that fair value gap, and we want to see if it can run higher. Yeah, maybe into that hourly. So there's level here. So on the 1H, this is simply 1H. I did say above this level, this is the fair value price. This is the equilibrium. Okay. So above it, we are having this BC, this CB. So there's level here. If we can trade maybe and close above it. So once we close above it, any pullback, we want to see it hold price and maybe drive it higher. So we have that level highlighted there. So I did say any move lower, I want to treat that as a manipulation. Yeah, so let's see what it wants to do. Ting, 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 ting. So let me dim this. Then we mark this BC, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So there's a value gap here. These are BC. Yeah. Mm. Tin, 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 tin. So right now it keeps doing this. So it's now trading below this BC, but then the wicks. So we are interested in the bodies, interested in the bodies. So the wicks do the damage, body closes tell the whole narrative. So I want to see where the bodies are staying. So right now the bodies are staying outside, above this price level. So that's good. So it keeps on doing this. Let's see what you're having on. So on this time frame, we're also having this BC. So this is simply 3 minutes. We're having this BC. And bodies have been staying above it. So right now again, we've dipped into that level. So if we get a close below it, then So on the 5 minutes, so these 5 minutes IFG, so CB. So we've traded above it and we can see it's holding price. So right now we're still inside this level. Yeah, inside this level on the 5 minutes time frame. So on the 5 minutes we are still inside that level, inside this level. So these are CB, sell side imbalance by selling efficiency. So you see merely we trade above it, the bodies are staying, we are inside this level. And in as much as we are really revisiting this level so many times, mm, we don't want to see, I mean, that should never worry us. But then the fact that it keeps on revisiting, there's a BC here. That's quite alarming. Okay. So we've had how many candles? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 candles, I mean, inside this level, merely after we had this BC. It's around 11 candles. So yeah, that's almost 10 minutes. So we've just been trading inside this level. So that simply tells you something. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So let me see. Let me check if at all. So what there's I mean S&P 500. So it's really promising to go higher. So for it, it gave us this fair value gap, CB, sell side imbalance by selling efficiency, and then did that. Immediately we left it. Price any return into this level, we hold price as also this BC here. So again, we leave it, create another one. So traded into this CB, taking out this buy side. So we are trading now into this BC, into this fair value gap. Mm. Okay. Here's 30. So the Dow, so yes, that is the CFD equivalent of the Dow index. So it's also doing this. But then it's like not really. So it's not like it really wants to trade there. But then, so there's one H, you're having this order block. So one H order block right now still holding price, and also there's CB. So if at all you can get an up close above this and maybe break above this, then we'd want to see price trade into any premium, any higher time frame premium array. Like for instance, this fair value gap on the 4H and maybe this other one. So if at all I wanted to be bearish, if at all I wanted to go short, yeah, so let's say on this chart here, if at all I wanted to go short, then I'd really love to see price trade into any premium uh, price level. So like for instance, the one we highlighted here. So right now we trade below this. So that should tell you something. Once you trade and close below it, so that renders this level obsolete. So we are now not interested in. So what again we are now interested in is just simply seeing price now. If at all it wants to go lower, then this level needs to support price now. Any pullback into this needs to support price going lower. But then, yeah, it's not like uh, that's what going to happen. So price is price. Price will do whatever it wants to do. So if we get some, so again it has taken out this low. So now that it has taken out this low again, so if it can get some momentum, okay, some large range moves above this level, then I might still believe we are going to hit this level. Or if it doesn't, then this level needs to hold price and push it lower. But then I want to see these large movements because again we've now taken out this low again. So whatever I want and whatever price will present, totally different. So 5 minutes, this level still holding. So don't give up. Damn, it's crazy. So on such a day, tin, 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 tin. So see, look at the body clothes. So where they're staying. But then there is really nothing that I'd love. So if I wanted to go short, I'd really love. I could have gone short if it trades here. But then right around this price level, no. But then all in all, what do we see? So that fair value gap failed now. So let's look at the 5 minutes. So that level. So we've closed below it. So now not interested in it. So that simply means price wants to do something different. Tin, 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 tin. Yeah, so what you need to know is that whatever level you want to see price trade into, the market doesn't give uh, a damn about it. Okay, it doesn't give a rat's posterior about whatever level you want to see it trade into. So it will do what it wants to do. So price, it will do what it wants to do. So right now, this BC, we wanted to see some large movement higher, if at all it wanted to trade into that hourly fair value gap. But then we see what happens. So this BC, merely we trade below it, price trades back into it, and then that push lower, we get that push lower. So if at all it's now bearish, then this one should now be our bearish order block. Yeah, this should be our bearish order block, and we don't want to see price close above the mean threshold of these two candles. So mean threshold simply this. So if it closes above this level, then this one now becomes ineffective. But then it's not like I want to go short. So inside this level, so again revisited this IFVG, we try below it, boom, that. So there's another block, we see it push lower. Ten, 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 ten. Let me look at what TS is doing. Just doing the. So with the yes, we try above the 2-day open. With NQ, we've not tried above the 2-day open yet. Yeah, so if, well, I mean, whatever, what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is that if I want to be bearish in this market, so at least price has to do something like trade above the 2-day open. So what's resting above 2-day open? The hourly fair value gap. Yeah. But then now time, considering the aspect of time. Yeah, so it depends now with whatever time it's now trading into this level. So if at all during this time it could have traded into this, then I'd really loved to see to seek some lower moves. I mean, a setup that wants to drive this price into maybe this sell side liquidity. But then from where we're trading, everything that's taking place here, if at all it wants to go lower, like, I mean, it's not like I'm interested in doing that, in seeing price give me lower prices. So the fact that now there's order block, so we've traded above and closed above the mean threshold. So mean threshold is simply the midpoint. Okay. So mean threshold is simply midpoint of this. There should be a bearish order block. But then the fact that with this candle we've closed above, so it now becomes invalid. Yeah, so it's not that strong that it's now going to hold price going lower. So we see that. So right now, what we want to do is we have this low, that high, lower low. So can it trade above this with speed and give us maybe some fair value gaps? So this price really, I mean, such conditions, very difficult to trade in. But then if you know, if you have, okay, if you have and you know what you want to see, then just follow that plan of yours. Yeah, so whatever happens, happens. But then what you know is that you have a plan in mind. So you want to see this happen. If this fails, then this needs to happen. If this fails, then this needs to happen. So something like that. Ten, 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 ten. Ten, 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 ten. Okay. So so this London session is really crazy.
Early in the morning, I still get a little bit nervous. Fighting my anxiety constantly, I try to control it. Even when I know it's been forever, I can still feel the spin. Hurts when I remember, and I never wanna feel it again.
So again, it's doing that. So it's like this level is holding, but then, guys, such conditions, I wouldn't advise. Pow, 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 pow. Ting, 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 ting. So right now there's IVG. We see it's holding. Ting, ting, ting. Yeah, so whatever we want and whatever price is unfolding, totally different things. And let's have it, let's have it. So that hourly favor log up, We see it hold in as much as we wanted to see it trade into this. But then regardless, you don't see us do anything. So such conditions are really hard to do anything in. Okay, and now we get that. So again, whatever you want to see and whatever price will present, totally different. Totally different. 343.36. served. So let's now see if it wants to trade into this low, into this level. So we're having that sell side liquidity. Or this relatively equal low here. So these lows and this one, smooth level. And then see if it finally wants to trade into this. So now how we are going to mark up this trade is simply so that time we take out this high. So we take out that high. Once you take it out, gives us a fair value gap. So really struggled in as much as we wanted to use this upper fair value gap once it trades above the true day open. So once it does that, so we really spend too much time into this level. So after that, we break below it, pull back. So once we break below it, this level holds, as we can see, and then trade lower. This order block, and then drive below this low, relatively equal low. And then also give us another fair value gap here. So this low, high, lower low, fair value gap, taking out those relatively equal lows. But then remember, we also want to see if it has the ability to trade back into this level here. Tin, 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 tin. So in the next 15 minutes, I want to see how that hourly candle closes. Also, on the 5 minutes, we are having this CB, sell side imbalance by side inefficiency. So let's highlight that also. It's also available in the 3 minutes. So again, we are trading into that see into this fair value gap after running those lows. So these relatively equal lows here. So after running it, then we're having this fair value gap. So low, high, lower low, fair value gap here. 5 minutes fair value gap also above that. Kwa majina naitwa Hemston. Okay, so after taking out those lows, 5 minutes fair value gap. So 5 minutes. So don't be impulsive. Okay, don't be impulsive. Kwa majina naitwa So there's a volume imbalance here. These two candles. So the wicks overlap, body closes do not touch. So that's a volume imbalance. I'm watching that. I'm watching that level. So we've taken out this high, trade into that 5 minutes CB, and now we are having that. So if at all you wanted to do anything, because you saw lows taken out, so low, high, lower, low, and then break above. See, we're not closed. Nobody closed above this, so that does not uh, warrant to be a break above. Okay. So if you want to do anything, wait for that 5 minutes candle. So if at all you can close above, there's a fair value gap. That is only if at all you want to go long. So this level I'm watching. So once we trade below it, so again we're doing that. So I'd really love to see this. I mean, price revisit this level so many times. So these levels are normally the weakest and also the strongest of the ST PDRs. Okay. Normally the weakest and also the strongest of all the STPDRs. Kwa majina naitwa Lucy. So that 5 minutes fair value gap still holding. This fair value gap, we've really traded above it. And we set those relatively equal lows to the left. So we want to see, does it have the momentum to go lower, or what does it now wants to do? Yeah, because after sweeping out this low, and we're also having this low here,